Good morning, everyone. Most importantly, happy Veterans Day to those that have served our country and for all of us as Americans that we can live with freedom and pride. So, happy Veterans Day to everyone. So, the title of this live is The Four Agreements, Be Impeccable with Your Word. Last week, I had posted a pic about the four agreements, and synchronistically, a couple of my friends had shared with me within moments after I posted, they'd either just thought about it or they just read something about it. And again, I say synchronistically because I had no idea, but I just felt motivated to do that. So today I just finished beautiful yoga practice, and I was inspired to just share something quick about impeccability with our word. The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, if you're not familiar with it. The Four Agreements, the first one is to be impeccable with your word. Don't take things personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. I read that for the first time probably a decade ago, and I did it in a book study. And since then I've hosted a few workshops, and we've gotten more into the book. It's something that I read every morning, a little bit extra, and just try to live with that philosophy. So the first one is be impeccable with your word. So of course, hi Krista and Janet and Carrie and Terry. So the first one, be impeccable with your word. So impeccability is like living, behaving with our highest standards. And when I think of that, I often think of like our core beliefs. Our truths are what we think. And I know that I've had the opportunity over the last few years in particular of really looking inside of what my truth is. I have the opportunity to change what those beliefs may have been. So I guess I wanted to point that out because impeccability is my truth. How I speak is really who I am. And one of the things that I hear people say that doesn't have impeccability is, I don't have time. I don't have time to work out. I didn't have time to call you. And the truth is, it wasn't a priority. We're all given, 86,400 seconds a day. So we have all the same amount of time to use that. So also there's a lot of chatter of negative thoughts often in people's minds, from the past, or dwelling on how life should be, or judgments that's coming out. So it's having this awareness, I guess, of the impeccability. I often think of integrity, being honest with the person you're speaking with, as well as honesty of who I am and how I share my truth with others. I often say, I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, and I've said that to my kids. I think about that as they were growing up. Something I also share, and this was interesting because when I was driving home, a friend called me. She's actually watching, and our whole conversation was about impeccability with another person and being truthful. And I think oftentimes if we remember, before we even talk with someone or give a response, we can pause and really think about what our truth is and think about the person whom we're talking with, because that may change as well, knowing who that person is. So pausing and then being able to share through your words with impeccability, with honesty, with integrity, what's really going on. Sometimes, and I've shared this at workshops, silence is being impeccable. Sometimes not saying anything is okay. I know for me, this is something I work on because I'm not a really good active listener. When people are talking, I have this chatter in my mind about how I'm going to respond, or I'm relating to them with an experience that I've already had instead of just paying attention to what that person is saying. because then my response may not be impeccable with their life situation, right? So I guess it's just having the power of word, of being one of love and truth and kindness. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense, but again, implementing these 4 agreements. So it's being impeccable with my word, not taking things personal, not making assumptions, and always doing my best, which I say to myself every morning, like I said, and throughout the day. And not to memorize them, but to have this awareness of, before I respond to somebody, what is my truth? I mean, it doesn't take that long to really think about it because we get to know ourselves, but pretty cool just to share that. I know a lot of people have the day off today, so take those 86,400 seconds today and live your truth. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Okay, bye.